Have you ever had a great idea for a podcast, but then just got completely overwhelmed by all the technical stuff? Well, today we're going to deconstruct a source that claims to have the ultimate solution. We're going to break down its core promises and the super simple path it lays out for creators. Let's get right into it.
It's a really powerful question, isn't it? So many of us have a story to tell or some knowledge to share, but that gap between the idea and actually having a podcast, it can feel massive. And our source material really taps directly into that feeling.
And here it is. This is the core promise our source is making. And it's a bold one. It's not just about a hobby, right? It's about creating real impact and maybe even earning a living from something you're passionate about. That's a huge goal, and the source claims it has the roadmap to get you there.
So how do you actually do that? How do you turn your voice into real-world impact? Well, first, we've got to understand the hurdles that stop most people, and then look at what our source proposes as the solution.
Here's the problem our source zeroes in on. It's not a lack of ideas holding people back. It's the fear of getting tangled up in a web of technical stuff. You know, things like RSS feeds, hosting, distribution rules. That complexity, that's the real barrier.
So if complexity is the enemy, what's the answer? According to our source, it's a streamlined, unified system. They call it the all-in-one solution.
The big idea here is to just get rid of the chaos of juggling a bunch of different services. So instead of needing 5 different tools for 5 different tasks, you get one single dashboard. Think of it like a mission control center for your entire podcasting operation, from the moment you upload to the moment someone listens.
Okay, so what does all-in-one actually get you in practice? The source builds its whole platform on 4 key promises. These are kind of like the pillars holding the whole thing up. Let's break them down.
First up is effortless hosting. This answers a really basic question: where does your audio file actually live on the internet? The promise here is a secure, reliable digital warehouse for all your episodes, so you can just upload it and forget about the back-end logistics. Second is all-in-one management. That's the command center we were just talking about. From one screen, you can schedule your episodes, check out your listener stats, and manage all your content without having to log in and out of a dozen different websites. Now this one is a real game changer, the promise of seamless sharing. I mean, your podcast isn't doing much good if no one can find it, right? This feature claims to solve that with one-click distribution. The idea is you publish it once, and your show automatically pops up everywhere that matters: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it.
And finally, we have the promise that really connects that passion to potential income: built-in monetization. The source says it gives you the tools right inside the platform to earn from your work, whether that's through sponsorships, listener subscriptions, or even just placing ads in your episodes.
So those are the 4 pillars. But how do they all come together when you're actually using it? Well, the source boils the entire process down to a really simple 3-step journey.
And this slide just lays out that whole path. So step 1, that's all you. Create your awesome content and upload the file. From there, the platform takes the wheel for step 2, sending it out across the podcasting universe. And then finally, step 3 is where you use those built-in tools to track your growth and start to earn. The source presents this as a really simple, straightforward flow.
Now, a process this simple might make you wonder, who is this actually for? Is it only for total beginners? Or can people who've been doing this for a while use it too?
It seems this tool is designed for a really wide range of creators. We're talking independent podcasters working on a passion project, businesses using it for their brand, educators who want to share their knowledge, and even storytellers and artists using audio as their canvas. The goal seems to be a versatile toolkit that can adapt to a lot of different ambitions.
So we've looked at the features, we've looked at the process, but that brings us to what I think is the most important part of the puzzle: the philosophy behind it all. What's the one big idea that's driving this entire system?
This pretty much says it all, doesn't it? It's a really powerful declaration of ownership. The source is making it clear that this isn't about the platform taking a piece of who you are. It's about giving you the tools to build your own thing. Your voice stays yours, your brand is what you decide to make it, and your earnings, they belong to you.
Ultimately, it all boils down to one word: empowerment. Every single feature we've talked about, from the hosting to the monetization, is apparently designed to serve one single goal:
putting you, the creator, firmly in the driver's seat, with complete control over your content, your audience, and your money.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. Our source material makes a really compelling case that those old technical hurdles of podcasting, they're being torn down. And if that's true, if the tools are really that simple and the path is that clear, it turns the question back to us. It's no longer about how you do it, it's about what you have to say.